Hello children. In today's class, let's discuss about the terrorism. We may be all knowing about terrorism. It is not only the issue of India, it's the issue of whole world. The whole nation, the whole world should support each other to stop that criminal activities. This is an aspect which is going on in the whole world. It is creating a panic among the people. It is it creates a psychological pain among the people. It is what we can say with if the country in the country where the terrorism is there, that country cannot grow economically or any aspects. So we have to stop this terrorism. But there are some people, there are some nations which are supporting terrorism, which are giving the money, which are funding the terrorists. So all the nations should support each other in controlling this terrorism. What is a terrorism? We all know that it is creating an extreme confusions, panic among the citizens and all. But what is a terrorism means? Terrorism means it can be called as an extremism. It can be called as an extremism, and it creates a psychological pain and influence the cultural aspects negatively. It feeds a fear. It feeds a fear of the people. Means it is a group which creates crimes, which creates panic among the people. See, there are some organizations called Lashkar-e-Taiba, Al-Qaeda, ISIS organizations, and many people are supporting these organizations and they are giving those people the money. So we can see these people, what they will do is they will not come openly against any nation for a war. What they will do is they will blast, they will target some places and they will bomb that place, and the fear among the people will start. So, and you can also see that this type of a terrorism doesn't have any religion, whether he may be Christian, Hindu, Muslim or any religion. There are people in all the organizations where there is the people, the terrorists from all the religions. But we all together have to stop this one. In the last video, what about corruption? I said a word that there should be a political will. There should be a political will and the oneness among the people. So, if there is a political will and the people support each other, we can stop this type of crimes being going on in our country. If this type of a crime is there, nobody can develop the nation. See the countries like Afghanistan, see the countries like Pakistan. There the countries, they doesn't have any things like economical development. They doesn't have the job opportunities over there. They doesn't have any new jobs. There is no economic development in that country because there doesn't have any jobs over there. If that country doesn't have the economic development of that country cannot prosper. If that country cannot prosper, the people of that country cannot prosper. So the whole together. So terrorism is not only going on in our country. Terrorism is not only going in our country. It is going in every parts of the nation, every part of the world. creating the panic, creating the panic among each other. That is the main intention of these people. And the countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, and all those countries, they are funding the money to those organizations. But the countries like UK, America, India, there are these people we are supporting for no crime. We want 0% tolerance against this terrorism. So we are doing best for controlling those organizations. See, one example I wanted to give, that when the Pulwama attack happened, you might all have learnt about the Pulwama attack. This Pulwama attack, what happened is, many more than 70 to 80 martyrs, many Indian army jawans got martyred. They died for the sake of India. A terrorist from Pakistan with a full grenade, he attacked the bus. So we India made a strong decision to eradicate those terrorists. So what we did, the whole world thought that our Indian government was sitting silently, it is not doing anything, such things. But our Indian government, under a great leadership, the Prime Minister, he constituted a committee and gave a free hand to the Indian Army. For the first time in the history, think students, for the first time in the history, Indian Army, Navy and Air Force came together. Indian Army, Navy and Air Force, they came together to eradicate the terror groups in Pakistan. And first, the one thing we have to think is, the whole world was sleeping. Even the Pakistan was sleeping. At that same time, within 15 minutes, a surgical strike happened on the grounds of Pakistan. The Indian Army, along with Indian Air Force, they went into the borders of the Pakistan. They went inside 15 kilometers near to Islamabad. They went near that. They attacked, they bombed all the terror camps and came back. Why I am telling this example is, this type of leadership, this type of organizational skills, if there means we can eradicate anything. If there is no such things, we cannot do anything. So for one incident, why I am telling about the greater leadership means, 8 years back, Indian Army people's head was cut off by the Pakistan Army people, and they took those heads to the Islamabad. Yes, and the Prime Minister who was there that time, he said, we will not play a cricket match with Pakistan. This is not a joke. This is not about cricket. It was a time when our Indian civil person, our Indian citizen was killed by the Pakistan Army. But our Prime Minister said, that Prime Minister who was there that time, he said, we don't want to play the cricket match. Is this a correct word? No, it is not a correct word to think about this. So we have to be one. There should be oneness among each other. Then only we can eradicate this terrorism. So all together, so we have to control. We have to control it. We have to support each other.